All right, Sooner fans. I felt like there's something we need to do. Coop mentioned this in the green room, and you are 100% right, my man. We need to do this. Y'all not going to like it. It's going to suck. It's going to hurt. You're going to be mad. But at the same time, I want to do it. Shout out to Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams over there at USC. Yeah, that's the enemy to a lot of you. I have no shade or upsetness about Lincoln leaving. I've said this numerous times. It didn't bother me. I think it's better for the program because I think we hit our ceiling. We hit where we were going to hit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we talked about this before, that the one problem that we have had here in Oklahoma this year and going 6-6 is we've had years of elite play, years of elite quarterback play. From the Baker year, actually, you can go back to Sam Bradford. We had a gap where we realized that, oh my God, we need better quarterback play. And then we started going after those transfers. We got Baker Mayfield, who walked in the door and was like, man, y'all quarterback play sucks. I'm going to go ahead and walk in here and take this job. And what did he do? He walked in and took the job as a walk-on. Went and got the Heisman. You got Kyler to follow right behind him. Did the same thing. Then you got Jalen Hurts, who saw, oh, this coach, Lincoln Riley, and his staff is really good at sending guys to the league at quarterback. Brought him in, number 2 in the Heisman. Spencer Rattler was the Heisman favorite, didn't give us what we thought he was going to get from him. But then Caleb came in, took his job, and now we're watching Caleb Williams. He just won the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it now. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. You can go ahead and hit him with the Vince Carter. That man has got that Heisman in the bag after his performance this year. So, Coop, give me your thoughts. You had some good ones before. I want to hear about them.
I'll just say this is we have seen so many times this year. No, let me pause. Tom Brady, right? And Tom Brady, I'm not associating Tom Brady with any of the guys that we're about to talk about. But how many times have you watched Tom Brady as a fan of multiple different NFL teams, and you've got that son of a gun down? It's done. The game's over. We're winning. It's all good. And then that SOB comes up, gets under center, and he takes victory away from you, minus the Seahawks. But he takes every little bit, right? Every bit. Well, that's what elite quarterbacks do. They take victory when it's there to be taken. And we are seeing this year, no disrespect to Dylan Gabriel, he is a good college quarterback. He is top 15 in the country right now in most stats, right? If you would stand up people and say, do you want Blake Bell, Trevor Knight, or Dylan Gabriel? We'd all say DG all the way, right? But
hardcore.
We got used to Baker. Baker came in with an NFL, first couple round receiver in Sterling Shepard. And then he had Dede. He had Mark Andrews too. So he had some guys that could catch the ball, right?
Jermaine Gresham.
So
who else is there?
He's got all these types of guys. So then you have Kyler, who, and we all know Kyler. Don't get it twisted with his NFL career. It doesn't matter. Kyler was a freak. Jalen, I was the most wrong. I remember watching after the LSU playoff game and talking to people and say, I would bet my paycheck he does not get drafted. And then the workouts start happening. Everything starts happening. He goes in the second round. He goes out there, and I'm like, he is a really good running back, but he ain't no quarterback.
Hold a second, Coop. Hold a second.
I made it.
I'm gonna say this. I told people when he was at Alabama, he was an NFL quarterback, and people laughed at me. I had a few people were like, "You're ridiculous if you think that." I'm like, no. He has the foundation. He just doesn't have the coaching yet. There's something missing in the coaching of him, but you can tell he has the hard work. He has the work ethic. He has everything you want. And this year he has shown, you get him a wide receiver that he can chunk it to, just like Josh Allen at Buffalo. Mm-hmm. The man, they're putting up numbers. And I told people that. And he got here and threw for 4,000 yards. That's all you needed was a coach to give that man a chance. But I wanted to interject on that. I understand.
But I was dead wrong on it. But as I'm sitting here saying, I'm talking about Baker Mayfield, a Heisman winner. Kyler Murray, a Heisman winner. Jalen Hurts, the leading candidate for the NFL MVP this year.
He was number
Now,
2 in the Heisman. He was number 2 in the Heisman
yeah,
race.
and now we're sitting here talking about Caleb. I made comments again where I was dead wrong. I said the most dynamic plays that Caleb Williams made all year last year were plays where he ran or he threw it up for a Hail Mary. That's what I said. He was a freshman. He was young. He was very young, and he had some people that he trusted in, and he went out there and took everything. He has gone out to USC, and again, that ceiling is still going to be there. So if you're listening to this and you're saying, man, forget you guys are USC lovers. No. We see what USC is. This is their peak. It's not getting better than this. It's not going to be better than this. Lincoln Riley may be in trouble when Caleb Williams bolts. But what I tell you this right now is Caleb Williams is legit. He's your Heisman winner. He is going to be back for next year, and whatever he wants to paint on his fingernails, it is what it is. But he is a dude, and he is going to be a Heisman winner. Lincoln has gone out there. He took that 4-8 team. They're 11-1 right now. And I'm saying this before the Utah game. There's still a chance that Utah goes out there and beats them because they beat them one time already. Because they make you play hard, gain an inch at a time football, and when you gain that inch, you're going to pay a little bit more in pain. And so, but I'll say this is if Lincoln Riley does go, and USC does go to the playoff, we're going to see the same thing that we've always seen. Best case scenario, you're going to see a Georgia OU situation. Worst case scenario, you're going to see an LSU OU situation. That's what it's going to happen. So I say congratulations to Lincoln. You knew what you were leaving, which was a pile of junk. You knew the defensive talent that you were walking away from. You knew that every single difference maker on defense was going to be going in the NFL. You knew that you had a chance to bring every single person that you could, run a play with to USC. He did what he did. Caleb Williams has gone out and done this himself. There was no stealing or anything like this. It doesn't hurt that you have the reigning Blitnikoff winner. If you don't know what that means, the best receiver in college football. But here's what I do say, and then 5 stars, fall on him also. But I say this, Caleb Williams, he earns every ounce of respect that is due to him. He's going to be the Heisman winner. He'll be a front runner going into next year. And I wouldn't doubt that he even pushes. There's some comments and everything about him maybe pushing the NFL to become draft eligible, pull a little Maurice Claret.
Yeah, that would be interesting if he was to try to do that. I see him pulling it. I think he's going to end up just like the Trevor Lawrence situation. He's going to have to play one more year. And Bryce Young is going to have as spectacular of a year next year, but he's going to have a really good year next year. But this year, he's Heisman. He's 100%. Mm-hmm. And you're spot on with it. This is what Lincoln Riley does. Like, I said this about our team, and that was one of the problems that we were running into. And I think this is something that even Lincoln looked at is we got a ton of athletes staying coached. USC, Clay Helton and them could recruit. They just could not coach. He could not coach. His play calling was not good. Hell, it sucked because T. Martin was his OC at one point. And, T. Martin was the quarterback of Tennessee that won that championship in 98. And they weren't good. They just were not good at all.
No.
And you could see it. But then when he swapped it out, and just like you said, they swapped it out with a Heisman-capable quarterback. The number 1 recruit in his position in his year. He went out there and did what? Exactly as you expected. We knew what Caleb was when he did that to Texas, and he saved us. We went 6-1 last year in games in a single possession games, 6-1, and it was all because of Caleb. Caleb literally saved us, except for the Tulane game. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that out of him. And elite quarterback play in college football, you can do that. You can have a quarterback do everything and win the game. We watched Cam Newton carry Auburn with one other NFL player on that roster to a national championship. Caleb technically could do the same. He may be able to. He's going to face some tough teams. Georgia's going to be really tough. That's probably who they'll see in the first round. Or maybe even Michigan. Michigan is the one team I think that has a chance of even beating Georgia for the title this year. But that's the thing. We have to see if he can go put the team on his back and carry them. That's what you got to remember. It ain't nothing about USC. It's about Caleb Williams and
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley together. So keep that in mind when you think about the difference between USC and Oklahoma. Shout out to them. Mad props. You did what you were supposed to do. You went out there. Now we're rebuilding what you left. We're rebuilding the house. And when we bring in our quarterbacks and our players, when Jackson Arnold walks in the door, who I feel like might be our Trevor Lawrence based upon his collegiate tape, his high
Yep.
school tape, whoo, then we'll be able to say, see you
Hmm.
guys in the playoffs. So shout out to them. Hop in the comments. I know we got a lot of Sooner haters, but don't be a hater in this situation. Real talk. Go ahead and just give the
Yeah.
congratulations to Caleb Williams. Caleb stayed after Lincoln left, played in the bowl game, and did a fantastic job against Oregon. And that's something I commend him for. He didn't bolt on the team like he could have. He didn't just jump in the portal immediately. He took his time. He did his research and decided, you know what? I did come here because of Lincoln, and I'm going to follow the guy that recruited me. So give him some love. Shout him out. Don't be a hater. We want that in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe button. Share, because sharing is caring. Help us grow to 3,000 before December 31st. We're going to be talking a lot more recruiting and stuff when we've got more videos. It's going to be rolling out. So keep your eyes out for it. Peace.